Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I've got a little update for you guys on the status of the new LEGO Lord of the Rings sets that we'll be getting in 2023. So first up, we do have another BrickHeadz pack added. 40632 will be Aragorn and Arwen, another dual pack for $20. I'm guessing also a January 2023 release, and this information comes from stonewars.de this time. I have to say, like, there's still no minifigure sets confirmed, so it's very interesting to me that LEGO is just going in with 3 BrickHeadz dual packs because they've really lightened up on BrickHeadz sets in the last few years. So I'm just surprised to see not really a new property, but I mean, Lord of the Rings has been gone for almost 10 years from LEGO at this point, so it is kind of new. It's weird that they're reintroducing the theme with just like 3 dual packs of BrickHeadz. But I guess technically that's not all they're doing because we are getting a large direct-to-consumer set. Again, I would still take the information with a grain of salt because it sounds like no one is really for sure yet. But Stone Wars is backing up this rumor, and I believe the original rumors came from Promo Bricks. So we've got 2 sources now saying that there's a large direct-to-consumer set coming. I'm hoping it's also a January release, but I don't actually know. It could come like in the summer, maybe with some minifigure sets. But apparently, according to Stone Wars, it is going to be at least 500 euros, which means it'll probably be about 500 US dollars, maybe like 550. So this significantly changes things because I was hoping we would get a $500 Lord of the Rings set. And I hate saying that because I think that LEGO is making way too many $500 sets. It really feels like every theme gets a 500 plus set now because like Marvel's getting it, Harry Potter's getting it, Star Wars was previously the only theme besides like Creator Expert that would get them. So I guess LEGO is just going all in, which does worry me because I think that they're making too many big sets. But then on the other hand, my mind is just going crazy imagining what epic Lord of the Rings sets that we could get. So I'm revising my estimate. I believe we're going to have over 4,000 pieces, which would not be great for a $500 set, but the reason I'm putting the estimate that low is because the new Hulkbuster set, which still hasn't been revealed, is apparently 4,049 pieces for 550 US dollars, which is a terrible price per part ratio. But let's bear in mind, on a Lord of the Rings set this big, I think the only 2 things that we could get are Minas Tirith or Barad-dûr. And both of those are huge, like walled structures that I believe would use a lot of big pieces. And the Hulkbuster might have a lot of big pieces, which might be why the piece count is so low for the price. So I hope it's over 5,000 pieces because I really want a good price per part ratio and I want the set to be worth the money. And like that's the only reason I'm worried about it being so expensive is because in 2022, especially the second half of 2022, pretty much every direct to consumer set that LEGO has released has not been worth the new inflated price. And so I'm a little bit concerned that this is going to feel like a $400 set that LEGO is just charging 500 for. Because again, that is a concern I have with the Hulkbuster. And as like the only comparable IP, like I do think Marvel is the only comparable IP because Star Wars is such a moneymaker for LEGO. Like I said, they've been getting $500 sets for years, so you just can't really compare something like Lord of the Rings, Lego Lord of the Rings, to Lego Star Wars. So yeah, it's kind of insane that Lego Lord of the Rings is coming back. I was really hoping it would, but I didn't think it would come back as soon as January 2023. I mean, look at Fantastic Beasts. The first movie in that line came out, Lego did One Dimension set, and then they waited 2 years when they judged that there was an appetite for it, and they brought back the entire Harry Potter theme. That's what like the new TV show kind of reminds me of. I thought that Lego would test the waters with the new TV show, like gauge just like public interest in Lord of the Rings as a franchise, and then maybe resurrect the theme once we get to like season 2 or 3 of the show when it's kind of in full swing. But nope, I guess Lego's ready to try again because we're going to be getting sets in January. So I again, I do think it's a little bit odd that it's just like 3 BrickHead sets and then 1 direct to consumer. But I'm also really hoping that with a $500 set, we could get like a lot of fun new molds for minifigures. And other like leakers and stuff on Instagram have suggested that Lego's not willing to invest a ton right now, which is why they'll just do like 1 direct-to-consumer set and make the new molds necessary for minifigures, like for elves and dwarves. And then if it sells well, we could see more sets in like 2024. And I would be okay with that. But I do really hope that there's minifigures in this set. I don't want this to be like a Balrog the size of the new Hulkbuster. Okay, Lego? Like, let's make something that people actually want. Because a Balrog the size of the new Hulkbuster would be cool, but even I would not buy that. I'm not spending $500 on a Balrog. So But I mean, that seems like the kind of dumb thing that Lego would make in, like, you know, today's day and age of weird Lego direct-to-consumer sets. So I'm really hoping that it's Barad-dûr. That would be my number one pick, especially because if you already have Orthanc, it would go so well with Orthanc. And again, Lego will never advertise that because Orthanc is 10 years old, or it will be 10 years old next year. But I think that that would really be perfect because Barad-dûr is an iconic piece of Lord of the Rings. It is, of course, like Sauron's home base. They could include an insane Sauron minifigure with it because that is one thing that we never got from the original line. And Sauron is going to be like not the main character on Rings of Power, but like it all revolves around him, you know? And I'm sure he's going to be introduced in this week's finale. And so I just really think that it would appeal to both people that are watching the TV show, people that like the movies, people that like the books, and it would appeal to people that aren't Lego fans but just want cool display pieces because it's a giant black tower with a flaming eye. And again, I know I mentioned this in my last video, but it was in the Lego Batman movie. That's like a perfect Lego connection right there. You can even display it with your Batman stuff. Like, just I really hope it's Barad-dûr. So that's what I'm crossing my fingers for. Let me know what you guys think about this news in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. And I will see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.